So this has become the question of the week, and I wanted to do a video to share it with you guys. An article just came out talking about what the correlation between interest rates and inflation is. So I really wanted to do a deep dive with you guys and give you a better understanding of why they are so closely intertwined. So if you haven't seen the article for yourself, I have it attached here, but let me give you the rundown of basically what it comes down to. So to keep it nice and simple, what this really comes down to is economics. The Bank of Canada really analyzes our spending habits and behaviors. And from there, also based on what's going on in the world, they use that as a benchmark or a guide to really understand, should we increase interest rates or decrease interest rates? Or on the other hand, are we sitting in a balanced market? So to take this a step further, don't get me wrong, it's also based on things like, are we in a pandemic? What's going on with oil? What's going on in the rest of the world? Perhaps is there a war? All of this plays a part. An example of this that we experienced in real time was the beginning of the pandemic, when the Bank of Canada drastically slashed interest rates. Not only that, everyone was sitting home. No one drove their car. And in the very beginning, no one was buying houses. So what did the Bank of Canada do? They slashed interest rates to incentivize people to get out there, find new properties that better suit their needs when everyone's home, working from home, learning from home, and just really using their home for everything under the moon because we're not going anywhere. What happened there is that gave everyone the incentive to get out and get into the market. Now that inflation has really gotten to an all-time high, now the Bank of Canada is taking the opposite approach, and that is to combat inflation using the interest rates. So very simply, what ends up happening is because the cost of living, whether it be gas, groceries, food, like just everything is expensive. What then happens is consumers' spending power decreases. We don't buy as much. We don't spend as much. There's not as much discretionary income. So in a sense, that also slows the market. Not only does it slow our market, it obviously slows our economy as well. And this, my friends, is how interest rates and inflation are pretty much tied together.